So, congratulations to Northwestern University. They were donated by the Ryan family, $480 million. Northwestern decided to demolish the old Ryan Field, 47,000 seat capacity stadium, and build this new 35,000 seat stadium. So, take a look at this really quick.
Already laying the foundation for what will be the new Ryan Field, but Northwestern University held a formal groundbreaking.
1, 2, 3.
The stadium made possible by a $480 million donation from the family of Patrick and Shirley Ryan.
This state-of-the-art facility will also serve as a vibrant venue for the Evanston community.
The new Ryan Field will have 35,000 seats, smaller than the previous stadium, which was nearly 100 years old. It's set to open in 2026.
All right. So, congratulations to Northwestern University. Now, I just wanted to point out, take the time to look at the new stadium and point out a few things that I think the design of the new Ryan Field, just point out a few things that I do like that they did with the new stadium. So, first things first, this stadium is 35,000 seats. About 12,000 fewer than the old Ryan Stadium. The old Ryan Stadium has been demolished, and this stadium is being built now. So, really quick, first things first, the old Ryan Stadium had a kind of an odd shape. I do like the shape and design of this stadium. They didn't go fully with the kind of these things here. They didn't go all the way and close the stadium, which I think was a good idea. You want that open air. What else do I like? I like how they've, to be honest, this is actually a NFL design, like SoFi Stadium and Allegiant Stadium, where there's multiple smaller decks. That's why this is only 35,000. They got the small press box there. I do like what they built. A lot of times you see this. The goal of this is to not only enclose the stadium, but to gain height on the stadium. So, you've got more fans, and there's a lot of height to this stadium. So like I talked about before, you can't really see out of it. There's great sound. It becomes a great home field advantage. So although you don't have a lot of seating, you do have that height. Look and see what the old Ryan Field looked like. I wasn't very familiar with the Northwestern program until recently. But yeah, let's take a look. So it was actually a nice stadium in my opinion. As we can see here, the end zone section kind of got pushed out. This stadium is over 100 years old, so that makes sense. It probably had a track early on. On this end zone, we have nothing. We have a building, probably a sports complex. But it's 57,000. So let's see what Northwestern accomplished with that 57,000 seat stadium. So these are their conference championships. Their last conference championship in the Big Ten Conference was 25 years ago. Back with Gary Barnett was the head coach, they got a championship in 95 and 96. So, when you take a look at this and see that they went over to the new 35,000 seat stadium, let's take a look at the Big Ten. Now, the Big Ten now has 18 teams in this conference. That's right, 18. So let's see what we have in this conference. Out of the 18 teams, we have the defending national champions, Michigan Wolverines. We have Beaver Stadium. Beaver Stadium is another huge stadium that is really impressive, especially in the end zones. A really impressive stadium that they're probably going to end up, I think they're renovating this as we speak. Ohio Stadium, another monster of a stadium. Now we've got USC, UCLA, Oregon, and Washington. So we've got the Rose Bowl, Nebraska Memorial Stadium, 87. And all the way down here, we have Northwestern at 35,000 seats. In my opinion, this is going to hurt them. This move is going to hurt Northwestern. That's just my guess. So you're at the bottom of the Big Ten, one of the toughest conferences in America. And let's see what you left behind. Ryan Field, 47,000. That's not bad. That's just about 50,000. This thing's 100 years old. Been here for 100 years. It's not bad. You got the little upper deck. You got a nice little press box. You can renovate that, you know. You guys probably could have just extended this. Knock this down and just extend this deck and keep going up. Get you another 20, 30,000 out of it. Now instead of 50,000, you're at 80,000. You guys got $480 million. And instead of knocking this down, all you got to do is renovate it, expand, get creative. The Ryan family gave you guys $500 million. All you had to do is reinvest like you did before. Reinvest. This stadium wasn't bad, man. And for $500 million, you could have turned this stadium into a 100,000 seat stadium. And look, that's where Northwestern University did right there. This is my opinion. They tore down the only shot they ever had. They're going down at 35,000 seats. Take a look, Northwestern, because this is what you're going to be stacked up against. You're at the bottom of the conference in as far as facilities. If you got a high school recruit, you think they're going to pick Northwestern over all these schools? Would you pick Northwestern over any of these schools? Even Michigan State. I like Michigan State now. Iowa's at 70. Ross 8. Purdue is pretty good. Look at the stadium. Look at the symmetry. Look at the design. That doesn't come overnight. You have to renovate. You have to reinvest in your facilities. That's how these programs got up here. They didn't just build this as 107,000 seat stadium. These hundreds, even though they sound kind of farce, this is going to become the new norm. So to be starting down here at a third of that, Northwestern, you really put yourself in a bad situation. I'd rather go to Rutgers now. At least they got an upper deck. You know what I'm saying? At least they got a 50,000 seat stadium. I'd rather go to Illinois. Don't you notice something similar? Expansions, renovations, you have to keep up with the teams in your conference, Northwestern. And what you guys did, I think that might have been your downfall. I think this might be a downfall in Northwestern. Sometimes when programs build new stadiums or renovate or expand, it does have a positive impact on the program. But this brand new stadium is going to take 2 years. And then the seniors and juniors, that are the guys that are currently juniors and seniors, they're going to have to play in a 10,000 seat bleacher, makeshift stadium by the water for the next 2 years until the new Ryan Field is built. So imagine if you're one of those guys. Instead of playing in a 47,000 seat stadium, now you're playing in bleachers for the next 2 years. And when the guys do get to play in the new Ryan Field, it's going to be bottom of the barrel as far as the conference. This might hurt Northwestern in the long term. That's my opinion. You guys let me know what you think about it. I'm out.